Good morning. I'm going to do a little pre-tape action for you from sunny Colorado. Hopefully you guys are unscathed from the storm. I heard we got some seriously wicked weather rolling through yesterday and people are dealing with outages and broken trees and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully everybody's well. For today's class, you will just need a tube if you have it. If you don't have a tube, you can just take all those same moves or substitute for upper body. I would definitely suggest substituting some weights just to add a little resistance there rather than using that tube. So we will go ahead and get started here relatively soon. The tube and the weights, if you're using them, can stay off to the side. Also, if you don't have a tube, you can use a resistance band. I know some people have their bands at home, so you can also substitute that. So keep everything up to the upper right-hand corner. You will want a mat for some of that seat and core work. And let's go ahead and get started. So should have a playlist attached there. You to rock out with me, and when we get close, I will go ahead and give us that countdown. So we're about 20 seconds out, just to give you an idea. And we'll get warmed up standing up today. All right, there we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go ahead and push play. All right, let's go ahead and get warmed up. We are going to start it nice and wide, toes coming out, knees tracking in that same direction. Take a nice big plie here. Inhale those arms up nice and high. Exhale, double bounce. One more big inhale. Exhale, double bounce. Let's take it to that tap right here. Let's tap and reach, tap and reach, tap and reach, tap and reach. Tapping it up through that toe, sending that arm towards those sidewalls, even pivoting through those hips to start warming it up. All right, ladies, my name is Nicole. As you know, I am going to lead you through your 15-minute bar class today. We are going to get it started with upper body with that too. Take that down to the mat to get into our seat work. Take seat work right into that core work, then finish off with those thighs today. All right, let's take that seat kick in 4, 3, 2, last one, let's kick that seat. It's kick and kick, kick and kick. Drawing that heel all the way up to that seat. Starting to warm up those quads. You can add those arms because we are gonna start with that upper body. So good to start warming up that chest. As we drive those elbows further back. 4 more here, we'll hold it wide in 4, 3, 2, last one here, let's hold it wide. Toes come out, knees tracking in that same direction. Take it in that wide second, stick it nice and low, let's pulse. And pulse, pulse, and pulse. Keeping it nice and low. Knees are off to 90 degrees to the side. 4 more here, we'll add that tilt in 4, 3, 2, last one here, let's take that tilt. It's tilt, come center, tilt, come center, tilt, come center, tilt, come center. Really feeling those obliques engage as we take that tilt. 4 more here, we'll find that hold in 4, last 3, last 2, last one. Hold this last one through center, pop it into that releve. Send those arms nice and high, sink it low for 10, 9, 8, 1 inch lower for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and drop those heels. Heel toe those feet directly underneath the hips. Bend down, go ahead and grab that tube or the weights if you're going to substitute those weights. If you do have that tube, however, we are going to start with that tube right in the center of the feet here. Now, if you need to adjust that resistance, you can actually take it so there's more tube on that right side, which we're going to get started with. Left palm is going to be facing towards those thighs. Left palm is going to be facing up. Let's start that 2 count curl right here. We curl for 2, lengthen for 2, curl for 2, lengthen for 2. So starting to get into that right bicep here. Again, adjust that resistance as you need to, but you want to feel that nice big squeeze here at the top as we curl it up to that shoulder. Maintaining that nice tall position. 4 more here, we'll hold it low and find that single in 4. Last 3 here. Last 2 here. Hold this last one low, let's single here. It's curl and lengthen, curl and lengthen, curl and lengthen, curl and lengthen. Really squeezing that bicep all the way up to that shoulder, lengthening it down with control. Again, adjusting that resistance along the way if you need it. 4 more here, we'll hold it low in 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Hold this last one low. Let's flip that palm down, 2 count front raise right here up. For 2, lower, for 2, up, for 2, lower for 2. So really focus on this raise, keeping your core really tight, bringing that wrist all the way up in line with that shoulder. It is going to fire up your deltoid really quick as you feel that resistance here on the end with that front raise. 4 more here, we'll hold it low and find that single. In 4. Last 3 here. In 2, we hold it low. Last one here. Hold this last one low, let's find that single. It's raise and lower, raise and lower, raise and lower, raise and lower. Smoking out that shoulder, bring that wrist right in line with that shoulder, but make sure we're coming down with control. We're keeping your core nice and tight just so there's no sway going on with that too. Way to work it. 4 more here, we'll hold low. In 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Hold this last one low. Let's vertical row right here. We row and lower, row and lower, row and lower. So palm is facing towards that body. We're bringing that wrist right up in line with that armpit. Elbows coming nice and wide here. Really feeling that resistance as we lift it up. 4 more here. We'll hold it low. In 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Hold this last one low. Let's take that palm off to the side. 2 count side raise right here. Let's go. It's up for 2. Lower for 2. Up for 2. Lower for 2. So that wrist is coming down to that thigh. We're coming up nice and high. Not locking out that elbow entirely. Really getting into the top of that shoulder, but hitting a different angle right here. 4 more here. We'll hold it low. In 4. Last 3 here. In 2, we single. Last one here. Hold this last one low. Let's single here. It's raise and lower, raise and lower. As that shoulder fatigues, you might need to lessen that resistance here. So we take that wrist right off to the side. 4 more here, mini hold at the top. So hold it high in 4. In 3. Last 2. Last one. Hold it high, hold that raise for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower it down with control. Shake out that shoulder. Let's go ahead and take it to that opposite side. So this time that right palm's gonna face the thigh. Again, just that resistance on the feet as you need to. Palm's gonna face up on that left 2 count curl. Here we go. We curl for 2, lengthen for 2, curl for 2, lengthen for 2. So again, if you're not using that tube, you can be taking those same moves with those weights. Really curling that wrist all the way up to that shoulder as we take that bicep curl. Feel that nice squeeze at the top. 4 more here, we'll hold it low in 4. In 3, we find that single. In 2, we hold it low. Last one here. Hold this last one low, let's single here. It's curl and lengthen, curl and lengthen, curl and lengthen, curl and lengthen. Really blasting out that bicep here on the left. 4 more here, we'll hold it low in 4. In 3. In 2, we raise. Last one here. Hold this last one low. Flip that palm to the thigh. 2 count front raise here. It's up for 2. Lower for 2. Up for 2. Lower for 2. Really finding that nice strong raise here. Making sure we're not creating tension in that neck. Keep it all on the shoulder. Let the arm do the work and adjust that resistance as you need. 4 more here. We'll hold it low and single. In 4. Last 3 here. In 2, we find that single. Last one, hold it low. Hold this last one low, let's single here. It's raise and lower, raise and lower, raise and lower, raise and lower. Really bracing that core as we take that front raise, burning out that shoulder. 4 more here, we'll hold it low and row it. In 4. In 3, we hold it low. Last 2 here. Last one. Hold it low. Let's row. It's row it up and lengthen, row it up and lengthen, row it up and lengthen. You might notice here with that row, You can add a little bit more resistance. Since we did that front raise 2 times, you can probably take this into a stronger little raise here with that tube. 4 more here, we'll hold it low in 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, hold this last one low, face that palm in towards that thigh, 2 count raise. It's raise for 2, lower for 2, raise for 2, lower for 2. Make sure that wrist is facing in, and when we come off to the side here, that wrist is coming right up in line with that shoulder to really hit that back angle of your deltoid. 4 more here, we'll hold it low. Last 3 here. 2, we hold it low. Last one here. Hold this last one low, let's single here. It's raise and lower, raise and lower, raise and lower, raise and lower. Woo, that shoulder should be on fire by now. Again, if you need to send a little less resistance into that tube, go ahead and go for it. If you have those weights, just make sure you have that nice strong form, bringing that wrist right up in line with that shoulder. 4 more here, we find that mini hold in 4. In 3, we hold it high. Last 2 here. Last 1. Hold it high, mini hold, relax your neck for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and lower it down. We're going to come down to a kneel. So take those feet carefully off the tube. Come down into a kneeling position so that that tube is just back behind the knees. Make sure we have an equal grip on those handles. We're going to start those elbows in towards that waist, palms facing forward. Let's take that snow angel here. It's out and up, take it right back down. Out and up, take it right back down. So working that whole arch here off to the sides, really drawing those elbows back behind the waistline. 4 more here, we'll hold it high. In 4. In 3, we hold it high. Last 2 here. Last one here. Hold this last one high. Take those elbows right in a 90, palms facing forward. Let's press it. It's press, return, press, return, press, return, press, return. If you need a little less resistance, you can take those knees a little further underneath those hips. 4 more here. It's 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Go ahead and hold that last one low. Keep those elbows all the way down. Carefully release that tube. Take that tube out from underneath the knees here. And we're going to take it into some push-ups. I'm going to take it sideways. So go ahead and take those wrists directly underneath the shoulders. Take it out into your plank position. And we're going to take some tricep push-ups to finish, just to get into those triceps. So make sure those wrists are actually a little further underneath the shoulders than normal. Let's take that push-up. It's lower and push, lower and push. If you need to come down to those knees, that's perfectly fine. You just want to find that nice 90-degree bend coming through those triceps. That's where you should feel a lot of that arm burnout here. 4 more here, we'll hold it high. In 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Go ahead and push it nice and high. Take a nice little chest stretch, and let's go ahead and get into our seat work. We are going to need our trusty tube once more. If you're not using the tube, you can just set up without it. That's perfectly fine. If you are using that tube, go ahead and place it on that right foot. Make sure we have that tube outside that right knee. Or go ahead and box it out with those hands. So we have a nice grip on it with that right hand. Left hand is coming right underneath that shoulder with the other side of that tube. We're going to take it to a 2 count kick out here. It's back for 2, down for 2, back for 2, down for 2. So that leg is coming nice and long at the top, right even with that hip line, feeling that squeeze here on that right side through that right glute. 4 more here, we'll find that single. Last 3, hold it low. 2, we find that single. Last one here. Hold this last one low, let's take that single. We kick it out, return, kick it out, return, kick it out, return. Keeping that back nice and flat. Gaze is down towards that tube. Really find that nice length through that right leg. Burning out that booty on the right. 4 more here, we'll hold it high. In 4. In 3, we find that lift. Last 2 here. Last 1. Hold this last one high, it's lift. And lift, lift, and lift. So pointing through that right toe, finding that length, burning out that right glute. 4 more here. Take that hold in 4, 3, 2. Last one here, hold it high, reach that left arm long, hold that bird dog, hold for 10, 9, 8, keep that reach for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and lower it down. We're gonna come into a forearm box. So that left forearm's gonna drop. We're gonna take that right knee up off to the side, right to that elbow, 2 count kick out here. We kick it back for 2, draw it in for 2, kick it back for 2, draw it in for 2. So finding that length back behind yourself here as we kick it out, starting to burn out that side glute. 4 more here, we'll hold it long. In 4. Last 3 here, we'll hold it high. Last 2 here. Last 1 here. Let's hold this last one long. Let's find that lift. It's lift and lift, lift and lift. Find that nice little lift, burning out that side. 4 more here. We'll flex that heel, take that tiny bit and press. In 4, 3, 2. Last one here, let's hold it high. Tiny bend, big press. Tiny bend, big press. So now we get that flex through the heel as we kick it nice and long. 4 more here, we'll hold it long. In 4, in 3, in 2. Last one. Hold this last one high. Point that toe. We're gonna point that toe all the way down. Take it out to the side, find that tap. Scoop it, open for 2. We tap it down for 2, scoop it, open for 2. Down for 2, scoop it, open for 2. Really blasting out that hip, finding that little rotation as we take the toe down towards that mat. Finding that nice lift as we take that toe high. 4 more here, we'll hold it high. Last 3 here. 2, we'll hold it high. Last one here. Let's hold this last one high. Take that toe nice and long back behind the plane of that hip. Tiny lift. It's tiny lift, tiny lift, tiny lift. Smoking out that side glute. 4 more here. We'll take those circles here. In 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Hold it high. Let's circle forward here. For 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Reverse it for 4, 3, 2. Hold it high, maybe, and take that right arm off that tube. Reach that right arm high. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8. Can you take it higher for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Carefully take it back into your tabletop position. Shake that booty out for me. Let's go ahead and switch it to that opposite side. So we're going to take that tube handle right on that left foot. Go ahead and take it so you have that resistance. Bring that tube to the left of that knee. Got a nice grip on that tube with that left hand right underneath the shoulder. Right hand underneath the shoulder, holding onto that tube as well. Let's take that 2 count kick back here. We kick it back for 2, lower for 2. Kick it back for 2, lower for 2. Finding that length as we kick that leg all the way long. Way to work it, ladies, keeping that core nice and tight, that back nice and flat. Let's hold it low. Last 3 here. 2, we find that single. Last one here. Hold this last one low. Let's take that single. We kick it back, return, kick it back, return, kick it back, return, kick it back, return. Making sure that the leg is coming all the way long, back in line with that hip. Starting to really get into the back of that left glute. 4 more here. We'll hold it long. In 4, in 3, last 2, last 1. Hold this last one high. Let's lift it. It's lift and lift, lift and lift. Really squeeze that left butt cheek as you take that lift. Just increase that contraction through the back of your glute. 4 more here. We'll hold that hold and take that bird dog hold in 4, 3, 2, last one here, let's hold it. Reach that right arm long, bird dog hold for 10, 9, 8, keep on reaching for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and lower that knee down. We're gonna take it right into that forearm box. So right forearm comes down. That left knee is gonna come up to the side, taking it into that kick back here. We kick it back for 2, draw it in for 2, kick it back for 2, draw it in for 2, kick it back for 2, draw it in for 2. So that knee's coming all the way up towards that elbow. We're kicking it back nice and long through that left heel. 4 more here, we'll hold it long. In 4. 3, we hold it high. Last 2 here. Hold this last one long. Hold it high, tiny lift. It's lift, and lift, lift, and lift. Really keep that nice push up through that forearm as we take that lift. 4 more here, we'll take that tiny bit and press. In 4, 3, 2, last one here, let's hold it high. It's tiny bend, big press, tiny bend, big press, tiny bend, big press, tiny bend, big press. Smoking out that left booty cheek. 4 more here, we'll hold it high. In 4, in 3, in 2, last one. Hold this last one long, point that toe down, let's take that tap and scoop. We tap it down for 2, scoop it open for 2. Tap it down for 2, scoop it open for 2. Tap it down for 2, scoop it open for 2. Taking that toe down nice and gently. 4 more here, we'll hold it high. In 4. Last 3 here. Last 2 here. Last one here. Hold this last one high. Take that toe back behind the plane of that hip. Let's lift. Tiny little lifts. Almost to that finish. Let's come right to those circles. In 4, 3, 2, last one here. Hold it high. Let's circle forward here. For 4, 3, 2, let's reverse it for 4, 3, 2, reach that left arm high. Take that left toe low, higher for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and take it down. Shake out those hips. And we are done with that seat work. We're going to take this right into that core work. We're going to start it off with a plank. So go ahead and take that tube. Just keep it handy because we will need that. And we're going to take it down to our plank position. So wrists come back underneath the shoulders. Press those heels nice and long. Keep that core nice and tight. Escalator plank right here. We take it down, down, up, up. On that right. Down, down, up, up. On that right. 2 more here. We're going to take it to that left. Last one here. Go ahead and hold that last one high. Let's start it with that left here. So it's down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Only 2 more here. We're going to hold that plank. Last one here. Go ahead and hold that plank right here. Take that tap up. It's tap and tap, tap, and tap. So we're keeping that core nice and tight, keeping those wrists underneath the shoulders, but we're tapping it out side to side here through those feet. Making sure we're not swaying those hips. Think about keeping that core nice and stable even as we tap it out side to side. 4 more here. We'll hold it center. In 4, 3, 2, last one here. Go ahead and hold it center. Strap down to those forearms. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8. Keep your core tight for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and drop down to those knees. And we are going to get set up with our C-curve. So for our C-curve, you can use those weights or you can use that tube. For the tube, you're going to need a nice sturdy surface to take that tube around the base of. So I got a table here. I'm just taking it around the leg, making sure we have a nice stable surface to use that tube here. So go ahead and walk those heels in front of your seat. Take your seat back far enough so you do have a little resistance here. We're going to start it off with that C-curve. Arms stay nice and long. Let's start that C-curve here. Exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Big inhale, come up slightly as we take that inhale, scooping and howling each and every time we find that exhale here. Really starting to connect with those lower transverse abdominals each and every time we breathe. Way to work it. 4 more here. It's 4. In 3, we add those elbow draws. Last 2 here. Last 1. Hold it high. Let's draw those elbows. We drop back, come center, drop back, come center, drop back, come center, drop back, come center. Really drawing that elbow all the way back towards that mat. Feeling those obliques engage as we find that twist. 4 more here. We'll hold it center. In 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1 here. Go ahead and scoop and howl out that belly. Keep those arms nice and long. Hold that scoop. Let's take that row. We row it back. Return. Row it back. Return. Row it back. Return. Row it back. Return. So I want you to think about keeping that nice scoop going that entire time. You should almost feel a nice shake to that core as you find that exhale as we roll it back. So really get into those lower abdominals. 4 more here. We'll hold it long. In 4. In 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold this last one long. Let's take that exhale tuck. Here we go. It's exhale tuck and squeeze. Exhale tuck and squeeze. Exhale tuck and squeeze. Exhale tuck and squeeze. So squeezing through that seat, creating a nice little tuck here to deepen that contraction through those lower abdominals. 4 more here. We'll hold it low. In 4. In 3, we hold that tuck. Last 2 here. Last 1. Hold it low, hold that tuck, take those arms wide, hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and come up nice and gently. Take those 2 handles into one hand. Go ahead and spin yourself around. And we are going to come into our crunch series. If you don't have that too, let's go ahead and follow the same moves, just with your normal crunch position. So keeping those hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. But if you do have that too, make sure that those heels walked up towards your seat, arms are nice and long. Let's take that exhale crunch. Here we go. It's exhale crunch and lower, exhale crunch and lower, exhale crunch and lower, exhale crunch and lower. Taking it nice and high. Feel those abdominals contract each and every time. Those arms stay nice and long. 4 more here. We'll hold it high and take that pulse. In 4. Last 3. Last 2, last 1, hold this last one high, let's pulse it. It's pulse, and pulse, pulse, and pulse. Find that nice sharp breath each and every time we pulse it. 4 more here, we'll find that mini hold in 4, 3, 2, last one here, hold it high for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and lower it down gently. Let that head come all the way down along with those shoulders, but arms are staying nice and long. Bring those knees up into 90 degrees into that tabletop position. Exhale, crunch right here. It's exhale, crunch and lower. Exhale, crunch and lower. Exhale, crunch and lower. Exhale, crunch and lower. So keeping those legs in tabletop position. I want to see those knees right in line with those hips, toes in line with those knees. Really feeling that 6-pack engage as we take those crunches. 4 more here. We'll hold it high and pulse it. In 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it high. Let's pulse it up. It's pulse. And pulse, pulse, and pulse. 4 more here. We'll hold it high. In 4. 3, 2. Last one here. Hold that crunch. Hold those arms long. Let's take that reverse crunch here. It's out and in, out and in. Out and in, out and in. So I want you to think about those legs sliding across the coffee table while we keep that crunch. Breathing through it. 4 more here. We'll hold those knees in 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold those knees in. We're going to take those legs all the way nice and long. Palms stay nice and long. Let's take that exhale here. It's exhale, reach. Exhale, reach and lower. Exhale, reach and lower. Exhale, reach and lower. Exhale, reach and lower. Reaching it nice and long towards those toes. 4 more here. It's 4. In 3, last 2, last 1. Go ahead and take those arms all the way to that pump position. Take this right to those Pilates 100. It's pump, 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 pump. Finding that sharp little exhale each and every time we pump it. Woo, feeling that core burn out. 4 more here. It's 4, 3, 2, last one here. Hold it long. Let's take that bicycle. It's crunch and crunch, crunch and crunch. Driving those knees in all the way to crunch them in towards that chest line. Arms are staying long. Bike it out for me. Draw those knees in. Way to work it, ladies. 4 more here. We'll take it to that hold. Breathe through that burn. 4 more here. It's 4, 3, 2, last one here. Go ahead and hold it long. Take those arms wide. Reach those legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Draw those knees in all the way to the chest. Take a quick wiggle to the right, rock it to the left, and carefully release that tube, set it to the side. Crisscross those ankles for me. Go ahead and rock it all the way up into your standing position so we can get into those thighs today. I want to make sure that that tube is out away from the feet as we get started. We're going to start off with a nice squat series today. So make sure you're giving yourself enough width because we're going to be coming side to side here. So we're going to step it out to that left. We're going to pulse it low for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the stand, take it right. For 3, 2, 1. Take it center. 3, 2, 1. Come center. So take that foot out nice and wide for me. Come down into that nice low squat. So most of the weight is in that heel. Taking 3 pulses and then really pushing through those quads to take it up to that stand nice and tall here at the top. Only about 10 more seconds here. We're going to meet it through the center in 10, 9, 8, meet me center in 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and come center. Take those hands right to your hips. We're going to kickstand that right toe right underneath that hip. Let's take it into that 90-degree kick out right here. It's lift. Kick it out, return, in tap. Lift. Kick it out, return, in tap. Lift. Kick it out, return, and tap. So we're finding a lot of length. We're starting to get into that right quad as we draw it up into that 90 position. Kick those toes out, point through that leg, drop that toe back down, take that quick little tap out. Beautiful, ladies. Keep it nice and tall for me. 4 more here. We'll hold it high. Last 3 here. 2, we hold it high. Last one here. Hold this last one long. Let's take that pulse. It's pulse, and pulse, pulse, and pulse. Really pointing through that right toe, feeling that quad burn out. 4 more here. We hold it for 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Hold it high. Reach that right arm long. We hold it here for 8, 7, 6. We're almost there for 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and drop that toe back down. We take it back from the top with those side-to-side squats. So take it and pulse it for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze to stand. Squat it for 3, 2, 1. Take that stand. It's 3, 2, 1. Take that stand. Making sure those shoulders are staying fairly lifted, even as we drop that booty low side to side here. Starting to really get into those thighs. 10 more seconds. We'll hold it center in 10, 9, 8. Meet me center in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it center here. Kickstand those left toes right underneath that hip. Hands come to those hips. Let's take that lift and kick. Here we go. It's lift, kick, return, and tap. Lift, and kick, return, and tap. Standing nice and tall like a little flamingo here. Getting that full extension. If you feel like this is getting too much into that hip flexor, just means you need to engage your quad even more. So engage that quad. Point that toe nice and long for me. 4 more here. We'll hold it long. In 4. In 3, we find those pulses. Last 2, hold it high. Last one here. Hold this last one long. Let's take those pulses. It's pulse, and pulse, pulse, and pulse. 4 more here. We find that hold in 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it high. Let's reach that left arm for 8, 7, 6. Can you reach it higher for 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and drop that toe for me. Now we're going to take it into our plie squat. So take those toes out nice and wide. Knees tracking in that same direction. We're going to take those plie squats right here. We squat and stand, squat and stand, squat and stand, squat and stand. So those knees are coming off to that nice 90-degree position here to the side. Keeping those shoulders right in line with those hips that whole time. 4 more here. We'll take those pulses low. In 4. In 3, we pulse. Last 2 here. Last one. Hold it low. Let's take those pulses. It's pulse, impulse, pulse, impulse. Taking those nice little pulses. Make sure we got those knees nice in those angles here. So if you feel like you're not getting enough depth, take your feet a little wider so you can get deep into that plie squat. 4 more here. We'll hold it low. In 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Hold it low. We're going to pivot all the way to that right. So we're going to spin those back toes. Hips are now facing that right here. Take that tap in here. We tap it in and lengthen, tap it and step it. Tap in and step it, tap in and step it. So most of the weight is going to be in that right front quad as we take that nice step in here. Really burning it out on that right, barely touching those left toes. 4 more here. We'll hold it low. In 4. In 3, we pulse. Last 2 here. Last one. Hold it in. Let's take those pulses. It's pulse, impulse, pulse, impulse. Pulsing it nice and low, frying out that right front quad as we send it low in that hinge position. 4 more here. We'll hold it low and take that hover in 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Hold it low. Take that left heel up. Hold that hover for 8, 7, 6. We add that kick in 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Let's take that kick out. We kick it out in hover, kick it out in hover, kick it out in hover, kick it out in hover. Sending that left toe nice and long, burning out that right quad. 4 more here. We'll hold it long in 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Hold it long, sink it low, hold it here for 8, 7, 6. Can you take it lower for 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and step it up. Take that left foot nice and long. Come back through center. We're coming back to that plie squat. Stand up nice and tall. Let's squat it out. It's squat, in stand, squat, in stand, squat, in stand, squat, in stand. Sending it nice and low. Getting those knees nice and wide. Keep that chest nice and high. Find that breath as you stand it. 4 more here. We'll hold it low in 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Hold it low. Let's take that pulse. It's pulse, impulse, pulse, impulse. Really flaming out those thighs. Make sure we're keeping this nice and wide as we pulse it low. 4 more here. We'll hold it low in 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Hold it low. Let's pivot towards that left. Let's take that tap in here. We tap it in and lengthen. Tap it in and lengthen. Tap it in and lengthen. Again, barely kickstanding that right toe. Keeping it nice and low with that left quad. Finding that hinge position through that body. So we find that tap in. 4 more here. We'll find that pulse down. So hold it in 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Hold it in. Let's pulse. It's pulse. And pulse, pulse, and pulse. Make sure we got it nice and low. Kickstanding your right toes as we fry out that left quad. 4 more here. We'll take that hover here in 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Hold it low. Let's hover that right foot here. Let's hold it for 8, 7, 6. We'll add that kick out in 4, 3, 2. Hold it low. Let's kick it out. Kick it out. Return. Kick it out. Return. Kick it out. Return. kick it out, return. Holy moly, frying out that left leg. 4 more here, we'll hold it long. In 4, in 3, we find that hold. Last 2 here, last 1. Hold that right toe long, sink it low for 8, 7, 6, can you take it lower for 4, 3, 2, go ahead and step it out. We're going to finish it strong with our pencil. I'm gonna go ahead and bring myself over a chair. Now that I have the room for it, just so you can have a little stability here as we set up in that pencil. So you can use a table, bar, counter, whatever you need to use. Make sure those feet are starting off underneath the hips. Forearms distance away from your counter or your chair. Gonna relevate onto the height of your high heels. Bend the knees, squeeze the seat, slide down that imaginary wall. It's up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, back down. Finding that 1 inch movement as we start off with that pencil. So your objective here should be to find that shake zone. Because we already burnt out those quads a lot, should be fairly easy, but really focus on it. Make sure we're not easing up here, even though those legs are tired. If anything, we're building that burn even more with this round. 4 more here, we'll take those pulses down. So we'll meet low in 4. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Hold this last one low, let's pulse. It's pulse, and pulse, pulse, and pulse. Making sure we have a nice tall posture here. The crown of the head right over those shoulders stacked directly over those hips. Starting to build that burn even more into those legs as we take those pulses. Nice job, ladies. 4 more here. We'll hold it low. Take those hover pops in 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Let's hold it low. It's hover and pop, hover and pop, hover and pop, hover and pop. I want you to imagine we got hot lava right underneath those heels. So we are not letting those heels drop all the way. We're popping it nice and high into that nice releve. Really firing up those calves as well as those quads because we didn't do enough of that already. So push through, ladies. 4 more here, we'll hold it low and take that tuck. In 4, in 3, we'll hold it high. Last 2 here, last 1, hold it high, let's take that tuck. It's tuck, return, tuck, return, tuck, return, tuck, return. So I want you to really squeeze your seat here as we take that tuck. That's gonna create that nice little pelvic lift as we tuck those hips up right towards that bar or counter. Give me that nice seat squeeze. Tuck it up for me, ladies. 4 more here. It's 4, it's 3, last 2, last 1. Hold this last one neutral. I'm gonna take a nice isometric hold. So take it nice and low, take those hands to those hips, hold it nice and low. You're here for about another 15 seconds while we shake out those quads. So really push through that burn with that breath. You're almost there, only about 10 more seconds, and we're gonna take that combo move. So hold it here for 10, 9, 8, we'll hold it low in 4, 3, 2, last one, let's hold it low, let's take that combo. It's tuck, return, and pulse it down for 2. Tuck, return, and pulse it down for 2. So I want you this round to keep those hands to your hips if possible. It's gonna challenge that balance a little bit more. Also gonna force you to use that core a little more to stay nice and balanced. So really keep that core nice and tight. Make sure we're squeezing through that seat on that tuck, taking those pulses nice and low. We're almost to those final pulses. 4 more here. We'll hold it low. Last 3 here. We'll take those pulses. Last 2 here. Last one, last 1. Hold this last one low. Let's take those pulses. It's pulse, and pulse, pulse, and pulse. Again, the challenge here is to keep your hands to your hips that whole time as we take those final pulses. We're getting so close to that final hold and to that burnout. Way to push it. 4 more here. We'll find that hold in 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Sink it even lower. Reach those arms up to that sky. Sink it low for 10, 9, 8. 1 inch lower for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Shake out those quads. Those puppies should be on fire, and hopefully, yes, you were able to find that shake. I'm going to shift this out of the way for our burnout. And we are going to come into our glute bridges. So go ahead and come down to your seat. Make sure you're giving yourself enough room to let that back come all the way down. Big inhale, let's go ahead and roll it down for 4, 3, 2, let those shoulders come all the way down to that mat. We're going to start with a one-legged glute bridge. So draw those elbows right into that mat. Right toe fully extends. Point it towards that sky. Let's find that hip lift here. It's lift and lower, lift and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Really getting into that left booty cheek here as we poke those toes right through that ceiling. So elevate those hips all the way up, but don't overextend, bring it into that neck. 4 more here, we'll hold it high and take those pokes in 4. Last 3. In 2, we hold it high. Last one here. Hold it high, let's poke. It's poke, in poke, poke, in poke. Really feeling that left seat squeeze as we poke that toe. 4 more here, we have that 3 count hold in 4. 3, 2, hold it high, point that toe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, let's take it knee to knee and hold it for 8, 7, 6, we'll take that hover in 4, 3, 2, go ahead and drop that toe into that hover, hold here for 8, 7, 6, keep that reach for 4, 3, 2, go ahead and drop it down. Let that booty come down just for a second to reset. And we're going to take it to that opposite leg. So left toes fully extend, point it towards that sky. Let's take that hip lift here. We bridge it up and hover, bridge and hover. Finding that nice seat squeeze as we poke that toe towards that sky. Working that right glute as we point it. 4 more here, we'll hold it high and find that poke in 4. Last 3. In 2, we hold it high. Last one here. Hold it high and poke. Poke, in poke, poke, in poke. Imagine you're trying to push a doorbell here with that big toe. 4 more here, it's 4, 3, 2. Last one here, we hold it high for 8, 7, 6, we'll take it knee to knee in 4, 3, 2, let's take it knee to knee, hold it here for 8, 7, 6, keep it long for 4, 3, 2, let's hold it, hover for 8, 7, 6, keep it long for 4, 3, 2, drop that heel down. Go ahead and draw those knees all the way up into the chest. We're going to go ahead and rock it forward, get into that stretch out. So rock it up, and then go ahead and take those knees out nice and wide. Toes come together. Take that nice child's pose. Arms come all the way long. Big inhale through that nose. Exhale, breathe it out for me. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, breathe it out. When you're ready, go ahead and draw it up into your tabletop position. Wrists underneath those shoulders, knees underneath those hips. Let's take that cow here. Really arch that back. Draw that chin into your chest for a nice big breath. Then exhale, breathe it out. 1 more here. Draw it up, arch it. And exhale, hollow it out. Then we'll take that right foot right in between those hands here. Send that left leg nice and long. Really stretching out that left hip flexor. So we want that nice low runner's lunge here in this position. Big inhale, big exhale. And then when you're ready, go ahead and walk that right foot just outside those hands. Take a nice little groin stretch, drop that back knee. Then you want to take it down onto those forearms. Big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead and heel toe that foot back in between the hands here. Pop that booty up. Get into the back of that hamstring. Draw those toes up for me. Big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead and drop that back knee. Take it into your version of forward fold splits here. Folding over that front leg. Trying to bring that forehead all the way down. Big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead and send it forward and let's switch it out. So take that right knee back. Left foot comes in between those hands. Right leg comes all the way long. Really push through the ball now to the foot on that right side to feel that nice stretch here right on that hip. Big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead and heel toe that left foot nice and wide. Drop that back knee, come into that groin stretch. Drop down to those forearms for me. Big inhale, big exhale. Heel toe that foot back underneath. Shoulders, pop that booty up to the sky. Really finding that nice triangle rocker position, stretching out the back of that hamstring. Big inhale, big exhale. Draw those toes up to get a little deeper for just a breath or two. Big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead and point that left toe down. Drop that right knee. Take that nice forward fold stretch over that left leg. Finding that length, trying to get deeper into that stretch with each and every breath. Trying to bring that forehead down towards that knee and taking that chest forward to really stretch out the back of that leg. Big inhale, big exhale. And when you're ready, go ahead and take it back into your child's pose. So swing that left knee back around. Take those toes together, knees nice and wide. Arms come nice and long. Bring a nice big inhale through that nose. Exhale, go ahead and breathe it out for me. One more big inhale, exhale, breathe it out. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come up to your tall seated position. Crisscross those feet in front of you. Take those hands right into the center of the chest, elbows nice and wide. Close those eyes, relax and roll those shoulders back. Take one more big exhale, nice cleansing breath out. After that big inhale. And go ahead and give yourself a quick little round of applause. Thanks for burning and shaking it out with me today, ladies. Hopefully you had a great little burn. That tube is a little snaky, isn't it? Especially with that arm work. So hopefully you guys had a great workout and hope to see you guys soon. Bye.